Yes, we have been on vacation this week. We went to the Outer Banks, to the town of Corolla, about as far north as you could go on that little strip of land. Right next to us was a lighthouse, Currituck Lighthouse. You know, that whole stretch of the Atlantic coast has lighthouses because it gets bad storms. And those lighthouses are extremely important. You can see that Bo here he tells me it's a work in progress, so there's more to be done on it, but because the paint's still a bit wet, right? But he painted this while we were there, and we've been toting it around. He had a long stretch where he held it on his lap like this because we had Mallory with us for a while until we put her on a plane. But that's a picture of Currituck Lighthouse. Who's seen other lighthouses in the Outer Banks area? Yeah. Get out there and travel. It's beautiful. We got back late last night. Got a lot of time to prepare our full sermon this morning. So I am very grateful that one of our ministry colleagues, Pastor Tim Crick, who graduated from Woodward Seminary with us in Iowa back in 2009, posted a powerful parable. It's not from the Bible, but it's still a parable to go with our gospel texts, this text this morning. And actually, our first reading and our psalm have this conversation about storms and who protects us. But it also ties very much to this idea of Jesus calming the storm. Anyway, Tim Crick, Pastor Tim, shared this on Facebook, proving that social media can be useful. Yes. And he reminded many of us who were reading it, it's in this section where the clergy have a sort of a page where they could share ideas and things together. He reminded us that this was originally given to us by one of our professors, Dr. Craig Nesson. So let me share this story with you now. It goes like this. On a dangerous seacoast where shipwrecks often occur, there was once a crude little life-saving station. See a picture there on our little screen showing a life-saving station. Now at the beginning, the building was just a little wooden hut, and there was only one boat, but the few devoted life-saving station volunteer members, just amateurs with limited training, kept a constant watch over the sea, and with no thought of themselves, went out day and night tirelessly searching for the lost. Many lives were saved by this wonderful little life-saving station, so that it actually became famous. Some of those who were saved and various others in the surrounding area wanted to become associated with the station and give of their lives and money and efforts for the support of the life-saving work. So new boats were bought, and new crews were trained, and the little life-saving station grew. Some of the members of the life-saving station were unhappy that the building was so crude and poorly equipped. They felt that a more comfortable place should be provided as the first refuge of those saved from the sea. So they replaced the emergency cots with beds and put better furniture into an enlarged building. Then at some point, over time, the life-saving station kind of became more of a gathering place for the crew members. They decorated it beautifully and furnished it exquisitely, making it more and more to the liking of the members so that it became more like a club than a station. Fewer members were interested in going to sea on life-saving missions. So they hired professional lifeboat crews to do this work. The life-saving motif still prevailed in the club's decoration. In fact, there was a symbolic lifeboat in the room where the club initiations were held. They suspended it from the ceiling, right in the center of things, and they put cool lighting in it and around it, and it was impressive. Now, about this time, a large ship was wrecked off the coast. And the hired crews brought in lifeboats of cold, wet, and half-drowned people. The ship had come from far away. The people came in dirty and sick. So that now, that beautiful club was considerably messed up. So the property committee immediately had a shower house built outside the club where victims of shipwrecks could be cleaned up before coming inside. Before too long, there was a split in the club membership, and they had a meeting about it. Some of the members wanted to limit and regulate the club's life-saving activities, seeing it as going against the needs and wishes of the current members. I mean, what if local lives need saving, and these outsiders took up all their time and resources? Besides, why were they coming around our coast and crashing anyway? It's their own fault they didn't have better boats or didn't listen to or heed the weather forecasts. But some other members insisted upon life-saving without regard to who needed it as their primary purpose. They pointed out that they were still called a life-saving station, but in the end, those folks were voted down and told that if they want to save the lives of all the various kinds of people who were shipwrecked in those waters, they could begin their own life-saving station down the coast. So they did. As the years went by, even this new station experienced the same struggles that had befallen the old station. It too evolved into a club, split up over something, and some left, and yet another life-saving station was founded. History continued to repeat itself, and if you visit that seacoast today, you will find quite a number of these exclusive clubs all along that shore. Shipwrecks are still frequent in those waters, but most of the people drown. I don't know how much of this parable sounds like us, but I did note the many comments that were posted on Facebook over the past week when that was put up on Monday. Many said this sounded all too familiar to them and their churches. Many others commented on the fact that this was actually written in 1974. So it's an old set of problems. Maybe not our exact problem here at St. John's Mahoning. I don't know. You think on it. That's kind of what parables are meant to make you do. I guess what I know for sure is that this is supposed to be a life-saving station. We are the crew, and the one who does the actual saving is the one who does the stilling of the storm in our scripture this morning. Jesus the Christ. So whatever the future holds for us, the one thing we can cling to like a life preserver on a tempest-tossed sea is that with our eyes on Christ, the light of the world, that lighthouse, the light of the world, we can see in that light a world that does need saving. And we can see the one with the power to get it done. And that he has chosen to build a life-saving station with a lighthouse, pretty tall steeple we have out there, right here in this valley, plain for so many to see. May we not forget the purpose of this place and the power of us who gather to be sent out onto the sea in the lifeboats of our minivans and our pickup trucks and our sedans and our bicycles too, sent out into those raging waters to yell out over the waves and the thunder and the cries and the crashing, "Jesus saves! Come on in!" Find a safe shore. Here, a safe and sound place to weather the storm and find a home. And join us and Jesus in this life-saving mission.